Charlie Funk, what up? Good to see you, Playboy. Brothers and sisters, mothers and misters, bunions and blisters, like to welcome you to the garage, home of the worldwide mechanics. I'm your lead mechanic, Mike Rashawn. As always, before we get it cracking, you know what I need? Hit the hype, hit the likes, hit the subs. That's the fastest way to show your boy love. With that said, get on in here, get your cover rolls, get your tool belt. Let's get this thing on the rack and see where we at. One time for everybody passing through. Hopefully y'all were here yesterday. Yesterday was a ball. Um, we had a ball in here yesterday. I don't know how many of y'all actually was in the building, but we had a ball in here yesterday. Um, Great times with great people. Can't ask for much more. Um, CJ Kid, I missed that too. I've been running the streets all day. I literally just got back in time to sit down and go live with y'all because I didn't want to miss a date. B74, shout out to Big Sugar. She got that birthday shout out that I told her she was gonna get. When Chaz pull up, let me know when he's in the building so I can do that too. I'm not missing those again. And I found a photo of B74 where she wasn't in a bikini. Wasn't hard to do. So that's all I got to say about that. Just, what up? Thank you for pulling up, Just, and putting the room on tilt the way you always do. Oh, news flash before we even get into it. For those who don't know, every dollar I make from this channel, every dollar that comes in through a super chat on this channel or any other method, yeah, we got to stop the clock for a real one. Any other method, any dollar I get from this channel goes back into this channel. So I had a goal of 1,500 to pay for everything and get everything cracking, right? As of yesterday, the goal before that, I was down to 1,200, and as of yesterday, the goal now is 600. That's taxes and everything. I am 600. I'm literally halfway there, off the strength of you guys going nuts yesterday. Just I'm looking at you. Say what again, mother? I'm looking at you, and everybody else who tapped in. But the goal, I'm 600 away. I'm 600 away from revamping everything, and that's off the strength of y'all. So without further, I just want to stop and show love and salute. Like I'm not good at accepting compliments, but the fact that y'all, I don't know how to talk for something like this. Just I grateful doesn't feel right to express what I'm feeling. Just you can super chat with just $100. The goal is now $500, and I gotta write that down. The goal is now down to 500 off the strength of just doing that right now. I am now 60% to my goal off the strength. Like I was already having trouble expressing gratitude, and then here comes just making it even more difficult for me to even get that popping. Bro, how is your name driver's seat and you're asking about the rainbow? Seriously? No, you've come to the wrong room. Sorry, your friends are someplace else. This is the garage. We talk hip hop around here. What a fucking idiot. It don't take no. I gotta burn the sage. I gotta burn. Yo, no. Before I even get carried away, that was a healthy snipe. Before I even get carried away, just thank you, thank you one time for just. Thank you for supporting the channel. Um, for supporting the channel. Just I appreciate you something serious. Just understand that you say what again, mother. Thank you. Uh, the goal is now 500. I'm 500 off the goal. off the strength of just. I'm going the same day, but yeah, let this happen early enough in the day. I'm walking over to Guitar Center and I'm just walking out with everything I need. Period. Um. Oh God. Oh, they're idiots. Here come the idiots. Trolling. Low info. Low IQ activity. Like dead ass. Low IQ activity. Um. Light the purple sage. If you made a registry, some of us can buy the stuff to. I never thought of that. I never thought of that. Maybe I'm low IQ. I never thought of that. Man, I don't know how any of this works. I don't know how any like none of, I'm you have to understand how brand new I am to this entire. I know I was up here for a long time, but I never got my hands involved in any of the mechanics, and this is all new to. Why y'all in here pushing NBA young boy? Seriously, is it like seriously? Why is that a thing that you're pushing? Honestly, I'd really like that. Now you know what? Never mind. I don't know. Um, can make a registry through Guitar Center and Amazon. That is an idea. I need to look into that. I need to look into that. Pin your cash app. I guess I could do that too. Well, my cash app is just Mr. Mech. You know what? You know what? You know what? Pin the cash app. He says. Hmm. You know what? That might be the thing to do. No, get out of here. Where's the? Hmm. YouTube takes a cut. Cash app don't. I didn't think of that. Well, I did think of that. That's why I was trying to like factor in for like taxes and whatnot. Shout out to Zoo for the tool Uncle Alert. Right, you got me there. You got me there. I hope that wasn't an insult because, yeah, dude, yeah, the grown ass man. I hope that wasn't an insult because that would be a piss poor insult. I am 100% and God willing, you get to be one. God willing, you get to be one. All my grays. Bro, gray hair is an insult. Gray hair is a blessing to the bald man. I hope that wasn't an insult because it would be a piss poor one. Um, yeah, I'm umped in a motherfucker. Like, pin my cash app yet? Okay, there you go. Let me see here. This. I think I pinned it. Did I pin the right one? I think I pinned it. Pretty sure I pinned it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's my cash app. You know what? I'll also put it in the. I'll put it in the description on the YouTube. That's not a bad. I never thought of that registry thing. I thought registries were just for like baby showers and birthdays. And it never occurred to me to do that, man. Especially, what if y'all know? But 6'7" zoo with the tool, you going nuts. What if y'all know better equipment? Well, no, I know the equipment to get. I know the equipment. At this point, I'm just gonna go get it. But man, I gotta think of that. I gotta think of that. It did not occur to me to do that at all. Dead ass. Never occurred to me to do that. Moonshine. Never. You don't get skin like this drinking moonshine, Playboy. This is all water. I've never drank a day in my life and ain't about to start today. That's the question. That's where we are. Spesh was on the clock. I was asking if y'all think 38 Spesh is on the clock for a response. L, did you do something? Did it come through? Let me see. I wasn't even paying attention, but that's a good question. No, it did. It did. Shout out to L, $20. I'm still gonna call it a super chat. I'm still gonna shout you out. Shout out to my man L, $20 for the super chat. For the garage, from the garage. Thank you. Yeah, it came through. That's what's up. Oh shit, this is never occurred to me to do that. One time for L. Crown K, what up? Good to see you. Nah, I'll just let I'm just gonna I'm just gonna let B74 do what she does. Survivor to believer. You didn't survive that, did you? Dumbass. Spesh was unnecessarily antagonistic. Pete Wiz. I agree. I agree. Um, but I don't know how polite we expect people to be when they're under the impression that they're being insulted. Dead ass. Like I don't know where we get that from. Oh wait, somebody else just dropped something in Ian Smith. $10 super chat. Shout out to Ian Smith. It was that. Is that you, Bango Wolf? Ian, shout out to Ian. Shout out to Bang. Shout out to the bro. Shout out to Bang. Thank you. $10 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. Much love. LR Blitz is in the building. I just saw a video of Jada and Spesh together chilling backstage at a show, so I think it's over. That's an old video. That's an old video. We had that. The mechanics confirmed that yesterday, Blitz. I was thinking I thought the exact same thing when I first saw it, but before I could even bring it up, somebody brought it up in here and then confirmed that it was old. Wolf, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It came and went. Nobody. It came and went. My bad. But you safe in here. You safe in here. We safe in here. Yeah. No. I'm gonna need my cash apps anonymous for the feds. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. No problem. You safe in here, but I'm with you. Some of y'all might be on the run. I don't know what y'all do outside of this bitch. You got it. Edward 22. Thank you for supporting the channel. Two Jules. Thank you so much. Blitz, yeah, no, it's an old video, bro. We still very active. So with that being said, is 38 Spesh on the clock? Does he need to respond back to the Aroma record? I'm asking y'all. I really want to know what we thinking. It's not beef. It's not beef. We've cleared that up. Too much Jay says yes. Okay, he's on the. I mean, I might steal his neck. Would you, Blitz? Stop that! Stop that! Hey, don't threaten my mechanics. Knock that off. Stop that. You stop that. I'm not even going. I'm not even going to read that. Just tell me if he's on the clock, y'all. Curtis Knight. I'm not going to do that to you. I don't. I'm not. People throwing their now. Everybody's throwing their governments on the track. Yeah, he needs to respond. I am Edward 22. But he needs to respond. Okay, the general consensus here seems to be that he's on the clock. Wait a minute. Did I go and show love to just for that big super chat? No, I did not. Let me do that right now. Thank you for supporting the channel. Just you already know. Much love, much love. Let's do that now. Yeah, let's make that official tissue. Yeah, let's do that right now. Yeah, sugar, you called it. You called it. He's on the clock. Okay. At this point, I don't know if he will. Okay. Um. All. Tell me what Fat Joe said. Tell me what Fat Joe said. I can't play it over the live because they might zap the live off the strength of me having somebody else's audio. But I was gonna play it. But tell me what else. Tell me what Fat Joe said. Somebody give me a quote because I saw that just as I was going live. Or maybe, especially with the aroma video dropping in a few days. Ooh, that would be very strategic. If 38 dropped his response around the exact same time, or even coordinated to drop his response the same day as the aroma video comes out, that would be quite strategic. Blitz, I didn't know that there was the video was coming out. Hmm. Hmm. Chocolate Divine, what up? Judge, you're not letting me know if you think he's on the clock or not. All I know is Fat Joe is saying people will not take kindly to 38's words towards him. I need Joe not to do that. Your appearance and current environment look like you escaped the hood. Respect. I didn't escape anything. The hood was not some place to escape. What we do in the hood is something that we need to stop. But the hood, which is where we are, is not should not be seen as a place to expect. It should not be seen as a place to escape. Ever. That's where we are. It's not about escaping anything. I'm quite comfortable with my people and always have been. Some of the things we do need to change. But that's all people. We don't have the monopoly on being effed up. So just put that out there. I didn't escape anything. Fat Joe just says that he met 38 once with Fred the Godson. Rest in peace and salute to Fred the Godson. He says then that 38 can't think he can get away with talking about him and not running into the militia. Okay, nah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't do that. Don't do that, Joe. Don't do that, Joe. We're not there. Don't do that. Yeah, I saw behind the scenes they in all black on a rooftop. Shit, don't do that. We don't. That was kind of weird. Oh, dropping gems. That was kind of weird, right? Your appearance looks like you escaped the hood. How, bro? How? My appearance? I would look like this in any hood. I would look like this in any neighborhood. This is the only. I've taken this face through every neighborhood there, whatever neighborhood there's a Compton. I look like Inglewood. I look like this. Baton Rouge, Louis. I look like this. So I've been in every hood. This is the exact same appearance. And newsflash, we look like this across the globe. The hood is not something to escape. Let that mentality go. Let that mentality go. It's great people in the hood. Let that mentality go. Don't think like that. This was in response to Memphis Bleak telling Jada that he doesn't want Jada to respond to what has he done to deserve a response. Then Joe said what he said. Okay, okay, okay. People seem people are just I don't understand this. It's like the need to get it wrong. The need to get it wrong is crazy. That was the gist of it. Okay, now I got you, CJ, and thank you for filling me in because, like I said, I literally just sat down, have not had a chance to watch anything. I saw it as I was tuning up the live, and was like struggling between press and play and hitting the live because I was running a couple minutes. I was running a couple minutes behind. Didn't want to miss it. Um, I used to live in Inglewood, California, on the Lower Crenshaw. Oh, salute, Just. Where you from originally? Where's home base? I think we have a right to know which city created you. Which your I need to know where they breed your style at. Just tell me what city gets to claim just. Where were you born and raised? Put me onto that. Matter of fact, you don't even have to give me the raised part, but I do want to know where you're from. We already being careful, tossing out governments and whatnot. Like, take it easy with too many specifics. St. Paul, Minnesota. How do you have such a warm heart coming from an environment that cold? St. Paul, Minnesota. I don't know if any St. Paul, Minnesota is it gets so cold in the winter. They have tubes that connect the buildings so you don't have to walk outside. That weather is nasty out there. I've never and somebody this warm-hearted comes from some place that it almost feels like God. There's certain places in this country, if it just feels like God is trying to tell y'all to leave. Whenever I hear the temperature in Texas, it feels like God's trying to tell you to bounce. Whenever I hear the temperature in St. Paul, it feels like God's trying to tell you to bounce. Like he don't want you there. Somebody with that warm of a heart comes out of a spot that cold, chill. St. Paul, Minnesota to Cali to College Park, GA back. Yeah, you from St. Paul and then move two places known for good hot warm weather. Makes all the sense in the world. Makes all the sense in the world. Buffalo, New York. Yeah, I've been up top too. Been up top. Connecticut is really cold in the winter. Can't imagine. No, you don't want to. You don't want to deal with St. Paul. They've literally made tunnels so you can walk through that attach from building to building, so you don't need to be outside. It's the opposite of Vegas and that sprinkler system they set up on the sidewalk that gives you mist so you don't dehydrate and pass the f out. It's the opposite of that in St. Paul. And being Cuban, I really don't know. You don't just don't do this. Just don't do that. I'm shocked she went back, but home is home. Home is home. Oh, thank you, Wolf. I appreciate it. And likewise, if you in here, then likewise, we the energy is reciprocal. We all in here just doing it the way we do it. We have skyways from building to building. See, Jess, I know. I've been outside. I know. I've been in Canada in winter. It's frozen. No, Canada's one thing, but y'all don't have that wind. I've been in Toronto in the winter. I dig the snow. I get it. You don't understand what that wind chill hits for in Minnesota. You have no idea how that wind hits. I'll take snow over wind dropping the temperature another 20 degrees. Ah, Sweden in the building. One love to Sweden. I told you the mechanics is worldwide. I told you we're all over the place. Wind like rate. Yo, bro, the air hurts your face. Why do you live someplace where the air hurts your face. And we've got some wind chill in New York, but it's not hitting. When I was in St. Paul, no. Woo. Yeah. I don't even want to drink this water. I've been here 3 years now, and I'm screaming. Then get the fuck out of there, just please. I don't want to hear that you hurting, and I hate to hear that you were hurting over some self-inflicted shit. Please leave. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve you. Fresh in the wind chill is different. I'm from Detroit, but live in Atlanta. Yeah, Detroit. Those that y'all got that cold off the water. Y'all got that. We call it in New York the hawk. Y'all got that hawk off the water. Yeah, it's it lands different. It lands different. Virginia winter. Y'all talking and throwing your winters out. I'm telling you, as somebody who's been in every state in this country, in the winter and in the summer, you don't want to have this fight with. It's like trying to have a money fight with just. You see how that never ends well? Like for whoever thinks they got it, the only person who's ever come close is say what again, mother. You see how that goes? Y'all trying to compare y'all winters to hers? It's the same fight. I promise you, it's the same fight. You don't want these problems. It's the same fight. You don't want that issue. Like dead ass. You don't want this to happen. Let me see. Yeah, one love to Detroit. Oh no. I'm not dealing with any floods. New York is an island. Manhattan. I'm on the island of I'm on Manhattan. I'm in the on the island of Manhattan. It's different elevations, so the flood waters tend to hit in like very specific cities. Oh, shout out to Terrence for the jewels and the stars. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. One love, much appreciated. And Sparkles, much appreciated. Miami weather, I till hurricane season. Yeah, man. Y'all get that 30-minute monsoon, 30-minute daily monsoon, and then just humidity. Hit the likes. Shout out to Harlem. Shout out to Harlem. Saw this dude from the Bronx trying to diss Dapper Dan. And when I tell you what he was wearing, you'll understand why he should never diss Dapper Dan. Certain takes. If you're gonna start talking ish about fashion, which I never do, some of these dudes just really just need to look down and be like, I'm not dressed for this take today. I would love to I would love to kick it and drop this hot take and tell you that Dapper Dan can't dress, but seeing as how I'm wearing what I'm wearing, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm not even gonna do that to myself. I'm just gonna be quiet. Dude, when you saw what he was wearing, you'd understand why he thinks Dapper Dan can't dress. And yeah, you can't slander Dapper Dan. Now, I mean, but if you do, you're just telling on yourself. Some of these folks, we need to let them talk just so we know who's who. I am familiar with Zip with the Drip. We've never met, which is kind of bugged out in this circle in this city. You figure we bump into each other, but it's been a while since I've been like out running around. OJ confronting Black Boy Max dress crap. I'm not even doing that. Um, I'm not even doing that. Slim, they do need to be. Let them tell on themselves. Let some of these people tell on themselves. Let these takes tell us exactly who they are. Let them tell on themselves, like dead ass. Just go ahead. I hear you. You got it. Tell me exactly who you are, what you think, and how you get down, so I know exactly where to place you in this thing. I love it. Some of these motherfuckers need to watch a hip hop documentary or something. Watch it, take notes, and don't listen to respond. Listen to actually hear what's being said. I mean, they wear skirts and shit. So, I mean, yeah, yeah. Shout out to Harlem. Shout out to Benefits. Hardman on Benefits. Okay. Thank you for the tool, Jules. Thank you for supporting the channel. Um, yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, thank you. Thank you and thank you. Watch 272. Thank you. Um, Crown K. Absolutely. Got you. Read Dap's book. Set it. Yeah. I mean, but if these dudes read most of the takes they have, they wouldn't. Or they would know enough to keep them to themselves. If these dudes actually read, we wouldn't be hearing some of these takes. Nah, they don't. Too much J, they don't. I would even be cool if they watch the documentary. Documentaries are for dudes who don't read. Documentaries are great. They're great. Don't let me insult the documentary. But they're substitutes for people who don't read. You get more information out of the book 9 times out of 10 because they try to turn that book into a documentary. You'll be sitting there for like a year. There's tons of information and nuance in these books that people just completely go over, gloss over, and miss everything, and then spin the block talking about, no, bro, you missed it. You missed it. They I don't know. Cursive. Don't get me started. People got to remember all that. No, before I even move on, B-74. What's my pen? Yeah, you called it. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Something's in my pen. I'll have to fix that in a second. Kurt, I forgot how to write cursive for like a month, and I can't tell you how pissed I was when I realized that I couldn't write cursive. Typing stories and like doing all this, writing. It was strictly doing one point pen to pad anymore, so it was strictly writing. It was a time when I was burning it up source wise, and 2 or 3 pieces a day, keyboard killer, just all day editing stories, writing stories, interviews, reviews, etc., etc., etc. I was on my keyboard crazy. And I sat down and I went to write a sentence in cursive and realized that I had forgotten how to write in cursive. I was mad. Mad as shit. I was pissed. If I'm special, I won't respond. Kenyatta, no, I think he's got to respond. I think he has to respond. I don't think he can let this. It doesn't have to be a diss. It doesn't have to be a diss, and I believe Spesh is clever enough to do this without dissing people, even though he got beside himself and took it left when he said what he said about Jada and them on Bag Fuel. I do think he went left. I do think he got in his feelings and said some things that he shouldn't have said. But I believe Spesh definitely needs to respond. I put up a poll with who's the most loyal. Spliff, Yayo, C's, Bleak. Yayo won by a landslide. What you think? Um, Spliff. Spliff. You got to put in the years that Spliff has put in. At this rate, they all have the same level of loyalty, but you got to put in the years that Spliff has put in. Yeah, for me, it's Spliff and it's not close for me. Um, who said F hip hop? Shout out to you, Crown K, because man, listen, I'm still trying to get the knack back. They don't teach cursive in schools anymore. AJ Wise, I've heard that, and that's scary, super scary. Oh yeah, some bozo actually did come in here and said F hip hop. Thank you B74 for handling that business. Thank you so much. Whoever said that, kick him out. Fro, you don't have to worry. B74 is walking around here with that thing fully loaded. She don't miss. She don't miss. Saying F hip hop will definitely get you banned off this channel. You got you. As a matter of fact, let me just go do that now. You got the game fucked up, Playboy. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. You really got the game effed up. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You gotta go. You sound ridiculous. F hip hop. What's wrong with you? Yo, go find your people, bro. Go find your people. And thank you one time um, to Big Sugar. Much appreciated. Something wrong with you. No cursive in schools. How do kids these days? How do you get kids these days to sign their name? How do these kids learn how to sign their name? Ridiculous these days. Jay Carrington, I agree. Good publicity stunt for 38 Special, but he ain't messing with Jada. I don't think it's a publicity stunt. I think he's gaining publicity, but I don't think it's a stunt. I think if it was a stunt, it would have been. And pardon me, pardon me. We're about to get a little specific, but I don't want you to dismiss this as semantics. I do not believe what 38 did by definition is a publicity stunt. I think he's taking advantage of the situation to gain publicity, as all artists in his position, in or out of his position, should do. We should all take advantage of a spotlight and increase our notoriety, increase our visibility. That's the industry. There's no getting around that, right? Publicity stunt implies that he organized it, that he set this up, that this was a plan. And I don't believe that this was a plan. I think I don't think he was under the impression that Jada, Joe, and Khaled were gonna make a song called Aroma, and in that song would be the jab that he would have to eat. I don't think that was part of his plan. Now that happened, once that happened, he was supposed to take advantage of the situation. You're not supposed to just let something like that sit. You're 100% supposed to get behind that and make something happen. You're not. You can be quiet about it, but who's that helping? How would that help anybody? You can be quiet, but it's not going to do you any good. And we of the industry. I'm not talking about the fan base. I'm not talking about the supporters, but we of the industry would be looking at Spesh and going, "You fucking idiot. You had it, and then you just let all the attention die down. Stupid. That was a dumb thing to do. But that's from a business perspective. You dig what I mean? That's being a professional. You're supposed to say something. You're not supposed to let the attention just fade out and not do anything. Slim is special. Special's on the clock. I think we can all agree with that. How much more time does he have? Today's Wednesday. Aroma came out a little while ago. How much more time does Spesh have to respond for you guys? I'm just curious to know. Off topic, do you think Game should lower himself to face YG in the verses? Absolutely not. Abso effing lootly percent no. Rest of the month okay, the rest of July, okay, he's shooting a video like this week in his area. Slim, can you confirm that? Same amount of time as Kendrick. Just kidding. Yeah, you definitely kidding. You stopped that 11 years. You stopped that. After a week, move on, bro. My opinion. Sheesh could make a case that he would rather have his fan base, however many that may be, over the industry artists. I mean, no, that's not even an argument. You always want to have your fan base over any industry artist. Like, forget that. And they're rocking with him. Believe it or not, the 38 Spesh fan, they have not gone quiet. They are right where they are. They're still supporting them. They're still rocking. Um, 38 Spesh rode the Griselda wave. You hear the brothers in Griselda tell it. They it may sound like the opposite. So just be careful on that one. How long did Nas wait to diss Jay Z? Good question. I'm not sure I remember. Mech, if longer, just do a record and move on. I think 38 is playing chess. I think if he knows that the Aroma video is being made, I think the best move for him is to wait until the video drops and then make a move. Dwayne Malden, 6 months? Absolutely not. You're bugging. You're bugging. I also think that Fat Joe making a statement today gives him more time. I think that adds to the clock. Then step on it. Exactly. Too much J. Exactly. Snoopy, thank you for the jewels. Thank you for supporting the channel. Much respect, much love. Thank you. Do you think Jada would take another shot on another record? I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't. Oh, that was the answer to the Nas record. Okay, cool. But that pre internet really, pre social media really. Dispatch say on Bagfield, new album is on the way. AJ Wise, I think he was up there promoting 8 Shots, which is already out. I'm not sure he was saying that there's another album on the way, but I think 8 Shots. I think he was up there doing promo for 8 Shots. But 38 dropped projects like the game dropped names. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. But you know what I'm saying. He drops projects like this. It wouldn't surprise me if he had another one on deck ready to go. What are your thoughts on Jim Jones saying he was better than Lloyd Banks? At at what? At what? Better than Lloyd at what? At what? Picking sports bets and finding, jeans, dressing, changing a car tire or carburetor, like better than Lloyd Banks at what? Using the internet, baking cookies, like at what? What is he at what? Podcasting. That's a good answer. That beat. Shout out to B70. Shout out to Big Sugar. That's a great answer. Podcasting. At what? Dropping music faster. Walking the dog. Like at what? Better at. He's better than Lloyd Banks at finding a Wi-Fi signal. Like I need to end. I need you to finish that sentence. I'm down to answer the question, but I really need you to finish that sentence. It can't be what I think you're asking, so I'm just gonna discovering and putting on talent. Yes, 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 yes. CJ, yes. I think he's better at discovering and putting on talent than Lloyd Banks. There you go. We found the answer to that question. There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. Who is Jesus to you? The guy who's got my haircut. Come on, get out of here. He's got my hairstyle. Get out of here. Wearing leather Pele Pele. Yep, 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 yep. That too. Yep, yep. Buying kicks? Maybe, maybe, maybe. Um, those belts, wearing big belts, the belts, the bedazzled belts. Beefing with 50, he's better than Banks at beefing with 50. Shout out to Dana 916. Um, 38 fan be giving his ilk of MC. He has taken too long. Michael Washington, I hear you, but I think there are other things at play here. I think there's a reason why he's not, and I don't want to call him. I don't want to call Spesh on the phone and ask him questions about what's happening. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I I I was about to say I really want to see what happens. I don't want to fast forward to the end of the movie. I don't want somebody to tell me the how the story ends, how the book ends. I really want to see what happens. Dead ass. I want to see what happens. Ask Spesh why Stove God Cooks is on that diss song and they cool. Um, Ace, I hear you, but the issue is Cooks did the hook. You may not know anything about what the verses are gonna be when you lay a hook. Depending on I never draw assumptions from what happens in the studio. I've been in too many studio sessions where the hook came first. And the person who wrote the hook never heard any of the verses. And then next thing you know, the verses are out. You had no idea what was popping. So I can't judge. I won't jump and assume that Cooks is has anything to do with the back and forth with Spesh just because he was on the hook. Especially if he doesn't drop a verse that mentions anything about Spesh. I'm not gonna assume that. I've seen how it goes. It could be a million different reasons. Yeah, sometimes that Fro wonders. Sometimes the hook comes with the beat. You'll never know what the verse is gonna sound like. Um, when Dane was getting on Just Blaze on Combat Jack because he said the belt was bedazzled. Lloyd Banks featuring Jim Jones fly like the when he smoked Jimmy on a record a long time ago. Who is that a shock to? like. I'm in a very small minority that believes Spesh can not only hang with Kiss, but get the best of them all while producing the beat. That's extra points. Funky Fresh Kid. First of all, dope name. Mac went to St. Paul. That was just funny. Frozo, that was just funny. Has Jim Jones ever had the best verse on a record? Let's be honest. K Daly, yes. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. He has had the best verse on a song. Yes, he has. These are songs that he was on by himself. But yes, he has. Yes, he has. Honey, where's my super suit? Y'all are ridiculous. I got me on hip hop and shit. But I'm saying, um, Funky Fresh Kid. I'm not mad at that. Like I want to see how this goes, but you're not in a minority. Like I want to see how this goes. He might like. What if he? Oh y'all said. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Refresh my memory, sir. I got you. I got you. Right there with you. I got you. Mech went to St. Paul. Honey, where's my super suit? Frozen. Y'all are funky fresh kids. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Um, do you think Jim is at least partially responsible for NYC embracing gang culture? Yo, Capo album from Jimmy is still fire. He's just not going to best anyone in a battle situation. Agreed. Agreed. Making albums isn't the question. He sounded alright on the Pete Rock joint. Max B was on it too. I mean, come on. Jim has became a better lyricist over the years, but it took a while. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I would give most improved from point A to point B. Jimmy is definitely in that category. It's a couple of people though. Jim Jones, Fat Joe, Ray and Ghost, and Ray and Ghost sounds crazy, but you have to go back and listen to what they did on Protect Your Neck, and then listen to them now to understand how quantum that jump was. But Banks has always been unhinged. Banks's pen has always been always. Banks get better. It's certain people their floor is other guys' ceiling, and Banks sets a very high ceiling. It's just different. It's not the same. He doesn't like you can't have him in these categories in these conversations. It ain't that. You can't. It's just not that. Especially something different, real 90s street vibe in the modern era. I am very eager to see what Spesh does. I'm very eager to see. I think again, B. Normally, I'm with you. You're not wrong. There is a clock that has to be set when somebody says something about you. You need to respond within this amount of time, if you're going to respond at all. However, I think the fact that the conversation is still being had, the addition of Fat Joe reinstate like saying something else and bringing that to the forefront, and the fact that they're shooting the video, all these things increase the clock. All these things increase the clock. So that's why 50 Cent Banks to go out rap. Yeah, because you got like you have an animal, a literal Like there's a Wolverine in your pocket. Like you let that dude off the leash, he's clearing the room. He's clearing the room. That pin, those bars, he's clearing the room. Banks is a step above Kiss, and I say that because he can format a song and add the bar, but does it overdo over. I know what you meant. Overdo the song with just bars like a Cassidy, and he sticks to the subject of the song. Sports fan 823. I agree. I agree. Definitely something that I see a lot of MCs don't do is stick to the subject of the record. I definitely see that. Um, Jim Jones is one of the hardest artists to like. He's too. He's one of the hardest artists to like. He's too extra. I get it. I get it. Ray and Ghost are very different on 36 Chambers, only built for Cuban Links and Iron Man are especially different MCs entirely. When we start talking about a most improved list, a lot of people overlook them, but I never can. Between Fat Joe, and you judge by listening to their first song and their last song. Fat Joe, go back and listen to Flow Joe, and then fast forward to once again produced by Just Blaze. That work is crazy. That work is crazy. Ray and Ghost, go back and listen to Protect Your Neck, and then fast forward to Triumph. It's different. It's different. They got different. Spesh is definitely on the clock. Kiss shot at him twice. Yeah, okay. Okay. Why are we not talking about Ransom? He finna drop next month. Oh, trust me, I'll be all ears when Ransom drops. Ransom actually said something about me in a rhyme, which still cracks me up to this day. He said something to the effect of, "You think you always right, like Mecca." I I know I heard it late, but once I heard it, I played it like 3 or 4 times. I don't remember the name of the song, but it's not hard to find. I couldn't believe I was in a rap song. Big difference between Fat Joe the Gangster and Joey Crack. That's a big fact. Don Cartagena, totally. Yeah, Slim. Yeah, it's a ransom. It's a ransom track. Who told it to me? R.J. Payne is a beast. Who told me that? I'm trying to remember who, because if I can remember who, then I can go to that text message and go get the link to the actual record. But yeah, he put me in a rap song. You think you know everything like Mecca. You think you're a know-it-all like Mecca, or you think you're never wrong like Mecca. Something like that. Something like that. Pete Wiz, no, you're not showing your age. You're showing your experience. But Google has put everybody on the same learning curve. We can all find out information the exact same time and the exact same day about the exact same people the exact same way. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Google has completely changed the learning curve. Doesn't really matter how old you are. We can all find out new information daily. It's right there for you. It's right there for you. So it's not a matter of showing your age. You could have just knew what to look up. Salute. Hit the likes. Hit the subs. Hit the hype. Please and thank you. Um, it was pun that made him change. Yeah, I can see that. What artist outside of NYC does the city tend to embrace? Ti was the first name that came to my head. Ti is the first guy that popped up, and with Snoop being on my brain after. Um, okay, I feel like I'm dragging it. Let me let y'all get to your night, get back to your evening. Ice Cube, I can see that, but Ice Cube was running around New York City with the Bomb Squad, Kane, and Public Enemy, so he got deep roots here. Jeezy, absolutely, absolutely, but that was the Diddy cosign rolled over into the Jay Z cosign. Wayne, I can see that. Tip damn near NY guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, Brothers and sisters, mothers and misters, bunions and blisters, I would like to thank you all for pulling up to the garage. One time for the Mech and Gat show. Shout out to my brother Gat Taylor. Please check that out. Let's start pinning the links to certain things up here. But the Mech and Gat show. Yes, Slim, I'm going live tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Make sure you hit that little alarm bell so you know when I'm pulling up. I want to thank everybody for. Is that Chad? Is that birthday Chad? No, Chaz. That was Chaz. That was Chaz, right? That was Chaz. I just want to make sure before I sign off. Shout out to Leo season. Okay, we'll just leave it alone. I'm pretty sure that was. I think that was the bro, but I'm not positive. Um, Funky Fresh Kid, thank you for the jewels. Not the same. Okay, he may be on a birthday vacay. I hope he is. I hope he is. I hope everybody sees a good birthday vacay. I need to figure out one for mine in April, but I got some time between point A and point B. Thank you, everyone, for pulling up. Once again, we are spinning the clock. I will be here tomorrow at 5 p.m. I am now something like, I believe it's like 460. The new goal is 460. I'll know for sure when I shut this down and add it up. But I think the new goal is 460, $460 away from the goal of being able to completely revamp the channel. And that's all off the strength of y'all. Every super chat, every cash app that pulls up, everything that comes through this channel is getting reinvested back into this channel. Please believe it. This is happening. 480, 460 away, I think. I'm going to go double check. But I believe I'm 460 away from the goal completely being a wrap. And being able to give y'all the show you really deserve. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My gratitude does not know any bounds. I cannot express this enough. Salute to everybody for pulling up. Happy birthday, Benny Boom, my bro. And yeah, man. Brothers and sisters, mothers and misters, bunions and blisters, this has been the garage home of the worldwide mechanics. I want to thank all of y'all for stopping in. Be blessed, be safe, be cool. Pull up, 5 o'clock. We're going to do it again. Make sure you hit that little alarm bell so you know when it's me. And in the meantime, in between time, hang up your coveralls, hang up your tool belt. Let's get this thing off the rack and see where we at. Thank you so much for pulling up. And God willing, I will see everybody back here tomorrow. The garage is now officially closed for the